This is Amanda Vestal, and this is my integration video blog assignment. One of the first questions that we were asked is to define which counseling role we see ourselves either most in or aspiring to be. And I think currently I definitely can relate most to the lay counselor role, as I've served in that capacity in my community. So I definitely can understand lay counseling and what that means in a church community, in a faith community. And I'm aspiring to be a professional counselor with a Christian worldview. So I'm getting a handle in these first couple of classes that I'm taking for this graduate degree, getting a handle on what that actually looks like and what that means. I think some of the things that I'm having to really evaluate are making sure that I really am aware of what is my theology. Am I 100%, do I have that 100% nailed down, foolproof? And I say that because I feel like unless I 100% have that bulletproof, I know exactly how I would answer a question or would unashamedly say what I believe, it would be really difficult for me to then draw a boundary when I know that I can't engage in a particular service or help a client with something, or if I couldn't perhaps serve in the role as a professional counselor with a Christian worldview because it too much, conflicted with my theology. So that's something that I'm really trying to pay attention to while we've been reading a lot about that. With regard to the model that the integration model that I most align myself with, this fascinated me. I wish I could talk in person with more people about this. All three of these areas, I'm familiar with people in all three camps. The second camp, the intermediate model, I don't know that I necessarily see myself in the intermediate model, but the neutral parties part of the intermediate model, I feel like I fall somewhere between that and the allies model. And to be completely honest, I'm still trying to sort of figure out what does that mean? Where does that put me? And completely understanding, what the ACA says in A4B about our personal values and how important it is that I have to be aware of my values, attitudes, and beliefs, and avoid imposing those on others. So again, really evaluating myself a lot in this as I look at, A4B from the ACA, trying to be sure I have a really good understanding of myself as I journey into, again, continuing to understand what would my professional identity be.